recently about, like, if you could reduce gallery survival these days to a kind of equation, it would be something along the lines of capital plus vision in terms of being able to look at the right art and context. But without those three, it's kind of difficult to survive. Like, you can have capital and context, but if you don't have good art, it's not going to work. If you have good art but no capital, it's going to be hard. Do you think that's true?
Yeah, for sure. But if you had to choose, I mean, you're always going to want to have good art. Like, that's just, you know, I think people get confused sometimes, and it's actually, the one simple rule is to keep it focused on great art and great artists. Just, that should always be your primary focus.
So when people talk about galleries, there's this idea that, you know, galleries often have like a couple of artists that essentially bankroll the business, and then that allows them the capital to take more risks. Have you ever been in that position, or have you had a different kind of strategy?
Well, it was no strategy. I mean, you know, when you're starting with young artists that have literally no career, you're not like thinking, okay, here's how it's going to work.
Yeah, and a lot of galleries don't last as long as you guys have. How do you keep a gallery going for almost a quarter of a century?
I mean, look, it's a lot of very intense hard work. I mean, full stop.
Is it getting easier as you are more established?
Well, when you have 25 years plus in the business, you know, and you have built something that has a real history to it, you know, that's something you can touch, and I think people can feel that as well. It's not just us touching it.
What were the hardest years, and why?
Oh fuck! Well, I mean, the first, Jesus, I mean, it was quite brutal for quite a while. I mean, we were in this small space in Santa Monica from '94 to 2003, so 9 years we were in a very small space, trying to make shit happen and trying to do it from LA at a time when LA was not a center. It's just a vision and a diligence, like a blistering intense focus for a long time.
Did you feel concerned about putting down roots in a city that moves around?
No, we're like the post office now. I don't like to chase a good time, as they used to say.
Right.
It's like we have our own good time, so we're here, and you know, things move and come and go, and you know, at that point it was constantly about rolling into the next thing. So you'd make money and you'd put it all back into the business. So we rolled it into the building, and you know, look, yeah, it was a good thing to do. I mean, it's a 22,000 foot building on an acre of land in the center of LA. So this is what we call the PVR, private viewing room. The scale of this gallery is exactly to the millimeter the same size as our first gallery in Santa Monica. We've carried it with us.
I like that.
Yeah.
Kept it in your pocket.
Yeah, for sure.
So tell us about this body of work, this artist.
Yes, so this is, it's called Pascal Alejandro. It's a collaboration between Alejandro Jodorowsky and his wife Pascal Monteron Jodorowsky. For those of you who don't know who Jodorowsky is, shame on you. So Alejandro lives in Paris. His wife Pascal is 47, he's almost 90. They have a very deep, true love, and in trying to celebrate that love, they've created this project, Pascal Alejandro. Alejandro makes the drawings, and Pascal makes colors them. And it's called Alchemical Love, and it becomes a kind of baby. It's like their baby. All the great directors who are based here have been through, of course.
I'm sure.
From PT to Aronofsky, Alejandro Iñárritu, Quentin. You know, they're all like, this is an important person for them. So it's always fun to like try to cross-pollinate into those worlds too.
Is that a successful thing to?
Yeah, it's successful in as much as it creates energy.
Did you find that when you did the Kanye show that you got a new audience? Did you retain that audience?
No. I mean, that was a pop-up project.
Yeah.
Invite only because of the nature of it. We didn't get a new audience. We got, it was just a shit stir. which we like to do. I certainly like to do.
Yeah, why?
Because I think people get comfortable in their own little worlds and they need to be disrupted. So there's a lot of criticism of me doing that show, but there's no viable argument that's been propositioned by anyone as to why I shouldn't have hosted that show, because they don't know the project, nor Kanye, nor his relevance.
I thought it was fun. And we're in the gallery's garden. At the end of a very busy and productive day, we're ending where I guess it all began in a way, which is your gallery, Blum and Poe. Thank you so much for giving us a tour of the space and indeed your LA.
Yeah, you're welcome. Pleasure, anytime.
We'll probably be back.
I hope so. I'm sure you will be.
Yeah.